Hello and welcome. To buy or not to buy? That is a question. Well, not entirely as Shakespeare would have said it, but today we'll be taking a look at the old, but not so old, Sony Xperia Z3, which has been succeeded by Sony's latest flagship, the Z3 Plus, or which some like to call it the Z4. Is the Sony Xperia Z3 still a perfect contender for today's range of smartphone choices? Today, we'll discuss some of the deciding factors on whether the Z3 is right for you. So to get started, let's talk about design. The Sony Xperia Z3's body hasn't changed too much since its predecessor, the Xperia Z2. The Z3 still withholds the beautiful rounded aluminium finish of the phone's frame, which is sandwiched between two pieces of shatterproof proof glass, which holds the phone's incredible hardware inside. As part of the metal frame, you also have your usual buttons, like the power and volume buttons, located on the right hand side. In addition, we have some of Sony's own additions to our standard set of buttons. We have a magnetic charging dock and a special port for attaching lanyards or other knickknacks that you might want to hang off your phone. And on the left, we have a dedicated two-step camera button, which focuses and snaps a photo in that order. As with Sony's Xperia Z lineup, the Z3 has multiple flaps that cover the accessible ports such as the micro SIM slot and SD card slot. That makes it have its ingress protection rating of IP6 for a dust-type body and 8 for a water-resistant body of up to 30 minutes in depths of up to 1.5 meters, which makes it great for taking photos in your swimming pool or other freshwater bodies. Packed inside the beautiful exterior of the Sony Xperia Z3 is, and was probably exclusively high-end hardware at the time, by which today's standards still is. Bundled inside we have the Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 clocked at 2.5 GHz, and bundled with that is 3 GB of RAM, and the Adreno 330 graphics processor, which is pushing pixels to the 5.2-inch 1080p display LED, and we also have our standard connectivity options such as 4G LTE and Wi-Fi. We've got our Bluetooth 4.0, along with at minimum 16 GB of storage, expandable via the micro SD card available on the side, and also, well, that takes up to 128 gigs. Now let's talk about the highlight of this phone. The 20 megapixel camera, accompanied with its single LED flash with optical image stabilization, ensures that photos and videos are well stabilized with actual hardware. Every photo I've taken with this phone is pretty much one of the best photos I've ever taken. It's very vibrant, all the colors in there, and it's very clear and sharp. What makes it really good is Sony's proprietary camera processing software, which practically eliminates any noise which is caused by low light or even at nighttime. Sometimes you get the purple there or the red, and it's all processed and pretty much makes it just as good as any other like really nice camera. The only one I can think of is the iPhone's cameras. They work pretty well at night, and of course I think Samsung's one does it pretty well as well. So it's definitely comparable with that, and when you use it, you kind of have to see to believe, right? And it also takes videos up to 2160p at 30 FPS and also 1080p at 60 FPS, supporting that slow motion capture that we all love, and has a 2.2 megapixel front facing camera, which is capable of also recording video in 1080p at 30 frames per second. Powering the Z3 is a 3100 mAh battery, which in this case is non-removable due to its design. In any case, the Z3 has lasted me more than enough for my use, but I don't really use my phones on the weekdays due to school. I use it more towards the afternoons to around 10 o'clock.
So that brings us to about the end of the Sony Xperia Z3 review and whether or not you should buy it. And these are the few points that I've realized that were pretty much selling points of this phone. Its water resistance, the camera, the build quality, the design of the build, and also the battery life on this phone has been phenomenal. So if you like all those 4 or 5 things I've just talked about, I think you should definitely consider the Sony Xperia Z3 to be your next device. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll hope to talk to you guys in the next one.